Hey everyone! Welcome to Update X24H, your go-to channel for the latest news, hottest dramas, breaking stories, and all the buzz from the world of entertainment. We're here to keep you updated, entertained, and always in the loop. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing family, because here at Update X24H, we bring you the news that matters, the drama you love, and the stories you can't miss. Thanks for being part of our community. Let's stay connected, stay updated, and keep the good vibes rolling. In a world obsessed with red carpets, flashy outfits, and endless headlines, one young actress is quietly doing something that could outshine them all. No cameras, no press releases, just a deep, unstoppable commitment to giving children in remote corners of China a chance they never thought they'd have. Today, we uncover the secret scholarship that's not just paying for education, but rewriting destinies. At the heart of Zhao Lusi's Little Dreams Scholarship lies a vision that goes far beyond the usual definition of charity. It is not simply the act of giving, but the careful, thoughtful crafting of a path where there was none before. In May 2025, Zhao Lusi quietly committed an initial sum of 1 million yuan, about $140,000, entirely from her own earnings. She did not launch it with a glittering press event or a wave of social media posts. Instead, she allowed the work itself to speak, letting the lives it touched tell the story. Her focus is on children who are often invisible to the public eye, those living in economically underdeveloped areas of China, far from the bustling cities and the opportunities they offer. In the remote highlands of Sichuan, in the rugged valleys of Aba and Gars, in the quiet coastal communities of Fujian, there are children whose futures have always been limited by the simple fact of where they were born. Many of them are left behind children, young boys and girls whose parents have left home to work in distant cities, leaving them in the care of elderly relatives. Others belong to ethnic minorities such as the Chong or Tibetan communities, whose traditions are rich, but whose access to modern education is painfully scarce. For these children, the Little Dreams Scholarship offers more than financial aid. It offers recognition. It says, "We see you. You matter." Each recipient receives around $480 per year, a figure modest in the eyes of the world, but life-changing in these villages. It covers tuition, essential living expenses, and often the first set of warm clothes or proper school supplies they have ever owned. For some, it means not having to walk miles through the cold without adequate shoes. For others, it means being able to stay in school instead of dropping out to work and support their families. What makes this initiative extraordinary is its precision. The scholarships are not scattered like coins in the wind. They are targeted with care, reaching those who need them most. Every name is known, every situation understood, and every bit of aid is personal. It is this deliberate human approach, one that values dignity as much as opportunity, that forms the true heart of Zhao Lusi's project. In a world where charity can often feel distant and impersonal, she has built something that feels profoundly close. While the Little Dreams Scholarship begins with financial support, its true strength lies in everything that extends beyond the bank transfer. Zhao Lusi's vision is not limited to helping a child pay school fees for 1 year. It is about equipping them with the tools, experiences, and confidence to shape a different future. She understands that poverty is not only about the lack of money, but also about the absence of exposure, guidance, and opportunity. And so, her project works like a circle of care, addressing needs that go far beyond the classroom. One of the most profound aspects of the program is the investment in teachers. Zhao's team has organized training in mental health awareness for more than 400 educators across 17 rural schools. These teachers, often working in isolation in small mountain towns, now have the skills to recognize emotional struggles in their students, to offer support when a child is anxious, grieving, or losing hope. In communities where professional counseling is rare or non-existent, a teacher's understanding can be the lifeline that keeps a young person from giving up on school altogether. The project also preserves and uplifts cultural heritage. In collaboration with artisans, 30 children have been trained in traditional crafts such as embroidery, weaving, and other handwork passed down through generations. These are not just hobbies. In many cases, they become sources of pride and even potential income. Learning these skills connects children to their roots, while showing them that their culture holds value in the modern world. Then there are the journeys designed to expand horizons. Groups of scholarship students have been taken beyond their hometowns to see what lies outside, to visit universities, technology centers, museums, and historical sites. For many, it is the first time they have stepped into a city, the first time they have seen laboratories or ancient treasures in person. These trips plant seeds of ambition and curiosity that no textbook alone can inspire. Looking to the future, Zhao's team is developing a digital learning initiative, bringing tablets, e-books, and virtual classrooms to the remotest schools. This will connect rural children with volunteer teachers from across the world, opening windows to knowledge that once seemed unreachable. By addressing not only the financial but also the emotional, cultural, and intellectual needs of her students, Zhao Lusi ensures that the support she gives is not a single moment of relief, but a foundation for a lifetime of possibility. In the world of charity, trust is everything. Without it, even the most generous acts can be met with skepticism, their impact diminished by doubt. Zhao Lusi seems to understand this instinctively, and she has built her Little Dreams Scholarship on a foundation of radical transparency. This is not a project that hides behind vague promises or generalized statistics. Every detail is documented, every step traceable. The names of each student, their hometowns, their ethnic backgrounds, and the exact amount of support they receive are publicly listed for anyone to see. It is an open ledger of kindness, one that invites the world to witness where every dollar goes and whose life it changes. In a time when stories of misused donations and charity scandals often dominate headlines, such openness is disarming. It removes the distance between giver and receiver, replacing it with an unbroken line of trust. People can see not only the outcome but the journey, how funds are distributed, who delivers them, and how they are used. This honesty also serves another purpose. It honors the children themselves. By showing their names and faces to the world, the project says, "You are not hidden. You are not a statistic. Your story matters." The process is just as carefully managed as the public record. Distributions are made in collaboration with local youth committees, people who know the communities intimately and understand the needs of each child. This partnership ensures that support reaches its intended destination without the interference of middlemen or bureaucratic delays. Every layer of the system is designed to protect both the donor's intention and the recipient's dignity. This commitment to transparency has earned the Little Dreams Scholarship rare credibility in the eyes of both the public and official institutions. Major charity foundations and regional authorities have openly endorsed the project, praising it as a model of integrity and efficiency. For supporters, whether they are individual fans contributing a small amount or large organizations considering collaboration, this trust becomes a powerful motivator. They know that their help will not disappear into a faceless system. In Zhao Lusi's approach, transparency is not just a practical choice. It is an act of respect. It tells the world that generosity should never be clouded by secrecy, and that when kindness walks hand in hand with accountability, it becomes a force that cannot be questioned, only admired. What makes the Little Dreams Scholarship stand apart from countless charitable initiatives is its unwavering commitment to the long journey, not just the first step. Too often, aid arrives like a sudden burst of rain in a dry season. A welcome relief but fleeting, leaving the ground parched once again when it passes. Zhao Lusi's vision is different. She has designed her project to be a steady river, flowing alongside each child until they reach adulthood at 18. This is not a gesture meant to make headlines for a day. It is a promise that stretches over years, a constant presence in the most formative seasons of a young life. This long-term approach means stability for families who have known nothing but uncertainty. Parents can plan for their children's education without fearing that the help will vanish. Children can focus on learning without the shadow of financial anxiety looming over them. It allows them to dream beyond the next semester, to picture themselves in college lecture halls, creative studios, or professional careers they once thought were reserved for others. Equally important is the project's ability to adapt to the unexpected. Life in rural and underdeveloped regions is often at the mercy of natural disasters and economic upheaval. In 2025, when devastating floods struck parts of northern China, the scholarship responded swiftly, delivering $70,000 worth of essential supplies to affected communities. This readiness to pivot from education to emergency relief speaks to a deeper truth about the project. It is not bound by a narrow definition of its mission. Its core purpose is to protect and uplift children's futures, whatever challenges arise. Looking ahead, Zhao's team is preparing to add even more layers of empowerment. Plans are underway for youth entrepreneurship workshops, where older scholarship recipients can learn the skills to start small businesses, manage resources, and bring innovation back to their hometowns. International cultural exchange opportunities are also being explored, offering selected students the chance to experience life in other countries, broadening their perspectives in ways that will shape both their ambitions and their communities when they return. Through this long-term vision, the Little Dreams Scholarship becomes more than a program. It is a living commitment, an evolving promise that stands beside each child from the moment they are given hope until the day they are ready to carry it forward themselves. In this steady, faithful companionship lies the quiet power of Zhao Lusi's legacy. Zhao Lusi's work is a rare reminder that kindness doesn't need a spotlight to be powerful. She's showing the entertainment industry, and all of us, that true beauty is not in perfect appearances, but in actions that leave the world better than we found it. One student said it best: "This scholarship is not just money, it's the light that shows me the way forward." If stories like this warm your heart and restore your faith in humanity, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join our Update X24H community. Together we'll keep uncovering the untold stories of stars who are changing lives. Not for fame, but for a better tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and remember, even the smallest act of kindness can create a ripple that changes the world.